Let me introduce to you our DAS solution for indoor coverage. Now, as all of you know, probably today, indoor coverage for mobile networks is actually very important, particularly for 5G. But the issue today in most of the in-building solutions is that the existing indoor solutions are unable to accommodate the new 5G band in the 3,500 megahertz. So Prose, we have actually developed our multi-operator, multi-band 5G ready DAS solutions that is able to provide indoor coverage for the 5G bands. So let me give you a quick overview of our solution itself. Now you can see that we have our head-end unit consists of the combiner unit, which interfaces with the radios from the base station. So this is a vendor independent. You can have radios from any vendors connecting to our CU. And after the CU, after the power has been attenuated, it will go into our power balance unit. You can see here, right? So the purpose of the power balance unit is actually to balance the power of all the operators so that every operator will get the same coverage at the remote unit. So after it's being balanced, it will go into the master unit, right? You can see here, there are actually 4 groups of optical modules supporting 4x4 MIMO, right? Of course, we can also configure it as 2 groups, right? We should support 2x2 MIMO. Now from here onwards, we have got 2 types of solution, the high power solution and the low power solution. So if you are using a low power solution, what we do is that we will take the fiber from the master unit and go into another unit called the network expansion unit, NEU, which will actually do an optical splitting to provide more fibers to connect to the remote unit. And at the same time, the NEU will also provide 48 volts DC to connect to the low power remote unit. Now you can see here, mounted on top at the ceiling is our low power remote unit. You can see that it's only a very small form factor and it's able to cater for 8 bands of cellular mobile radio. So what can 8 bands do? For example, we can have 5G with 4x4 MIMO. That will take up 4 bands. And then we can have additional 2 more bands of 4G with a 2x2 MIMO. Or alternatively, we could also have 2 bands of 5G with 4x4 MIMO. So every band that we mentioned will support up to 4 operators. Right, so from the NU, we'll run a hybrid cable, fiber, direct connection to the remote unit, and 48 volts will be supplied to the remote unit. So with the architecture like this, there is no passive DAS at all. Everything is fiber all the way to the antenna. So that's our low power solution. But sometimes we may also require a high power solution because, for example, we have a metro application where we have a leaky cable and we need a high power remote unit to drive a leaky cable. So the same platform, right, we can have from the master unit connecting fibers directly to the remote unit. You can see here. So you can see here we have a control unit at the center and 4 amplifiers, each amplifier capable of supporting 2x2 MIMOs, right? So including 5G and 4G. So this is our high power solution which can deliver 20 watts per path for 4G and 40 watts per path for 5G, right? So with this new platform, we can be sure that we can easily upgrade any existing building that doesn't support 5G, either with the low power active solution, and for the case of metro tunnels, we can use the high power solution to drive the leaky cables to provide 5G coverage in the tunnel.